Week 8 of the DSFL 2 begins with the Colts and the Titans. Indianapolis hoping to keep pace with the hot Houston Texans-Oilers mix of teams. And early on, it would be Unitas complete, but to the wrong uniform. This one intercepted, and the Titans have great field position here. And would they take advantage? They'd bog down and settle for a field goal. But Unitas complete to Marvin Harrison, and this combination has been deadly throughout the DSFL. Harvin leads the entire DSFL in receiving with over 750 yards. Now with a 7-3 score, pass is complete again, and Herman Moore with another touchdown. Colts win easy, 24-7. Titans completely out of the playoff race. Jags traveling to Houston, trying to derail Houston's attempt to making the playoffs here. They lead the AFC South. Early drive by Jacksonville gets them a field goal. It's 3-0. But after that, the Texans would go on a long run, beginning with a Jonathan Joseph interception. This one giving the ball back to the Texans on 3rd and 10. It's complete short of the first down. They have to kick a field goal. It'd be 9-3 after 3 straight field goals, but Mario Williams gets the sack, and that's another Jacksonville 3 now. And then Warren Moon, his first TD of the day. This one complete to Austin Givens, and he is gone. 85 yards off the right sideline. He goes the distance, and the Texans improve to 6-2 on the season here at home. And the Jaguars struggling at 3-4. They need help. Ravens come into this game at 3-3 on the year, yet the Cardinals at 1-5, hoping to have spoiler alerts here in Baltimore. But early on, Warren would get sacked. Bart Scott there for the takedown, and the ball would travel back to the Ravens. And on their third drive of the game, this is Flacco, and he is picked off. That is Scott Mitchell going the other way, and he has a house call, but he is taken down out of bounds by Jamal Lewis. But the drive would be capped off right before halftime by Larry Fitzgerald, and he gets the first Arizona points of the game, and it's 7-3 into the third quarter. Now Flacco back to work, and he connects with Quandre Ismail, and he gets a longer score, 54 yards there. And Warner would have to go back to work here late in the third, but the defense cannot stop the big play threat of Larry Fitzgerald hopping over the smaller corner there after the double move. That's just an impressive play, and the score goes for 6 points. Chris McAllister, the man burned on that play. And the Cardinals have a 4-point lead again, but this is Lee Evans, the newbie for Baltimore, and he gets into the end zone. And now the Ravens reclaim the lead. It's 17-14 here with over 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. But this is the Cardinals that are getting one last drive here. They enter Baltimore territory to the 40-yard line before driven out of bounds, and a game-tying field goal with 1:37 to play gives Baltimore one last chance. Can they score here on offense? Pass is complete to Denario Alexander, and he's into Cardinals territory, and the Ravens are now looking to win the game here in Baltimore. But he is sacked on third down. That is Flacco, and now Warner has a chance. And the pass is complete to J.B. Kane, the tight end. And then on third down and 10, all day to throw. That's something like 5 or 6 seconds, and the pass is complete to Anquan Bolden. And then on first down and 10, more great protection. And then Warner completes it on the right side inside the red zone. And now the Cardinals can just send out the field goal unit for the win. The snap, ball down, and the kick is good. And the Cardinals upset the Ravens here on their home turf. And now Baltimore falls below 500 at 3-4 on the year. And they're in deep trouble here in the AFC North, out of the playoff picture. Week 8's version of the game of the week, and the Giants hoping to derail Miami's hopes for the playoffs. They lost last week and couldn't make it 2 in a row. Early on, New York with an early touchdown late in the first quarter. Ahmad Bradshaw with the 40-yard run, and the Giants strike first at 7-0. Marino on his following drive, complete to Clayton to get in the red zone, and then Mercury Morris to tie the game at 7 here in rainy New York. Now Dan Marino slipping, falling, completes it to Mark Duper to get into Giants territory. And then later on, it would be a bogged down offense that would have to punt it away. Now later on, this Giants offense almost intercepted here on their own side of the field. Nearly picked off there, but it's complete. But later on, they would have to bog down and settle for a field goal in this one to make it 10-7 here in the fourth quarter. Now can the Miami Dolphins respond? pass is complete to Clayton to get to the 32, and then with the ball on 3rd and 1 inside the 25, it's incomplete, and the field goal unit is on, and the kick is good. Game is tied again, this time at 10 apiece. And now with under 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, Meggett for the return, and he gets a pass midfield, and the Dolphins special teams with a big gaff, and he's almost into the end zone, but there's a flag on the play, and that return is going back. A big blow for the Giants. They had a chance to win the game with that field position. Now Manning has to rally the troops, and he cannot. The pass is intercepted by Smith, and the Miami Dolphins now have a chance. But on 2nd and 10, Corey Webster there for the interception. Back-to-back picks gives the Giants another opportunity. And here on 1st and 10, Tiki Barber to get inside the 30. On 4th and 4, field goal range, but there's 45 seconds, mind you, on the clock. The click is good, and the Giants add to their lead. It's now 13 to 10. Marino sacked on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 18, Marino looking. It's complete. This is Herman Moore, and he is gone. And the Miami Dolphins sneak out a touchdown here, and now they lead. It's 17 to 13, and the Giants have one final chance. 1st and 10 from inside the 20. The pass is tipped and caught, but Hakeem Nicks cannot get by the tackler, and the Giants almost win one here at home. Minnesota traveling to Carolina in a game that they desperately need. Early on, Tarkenton would complete it deep. This is Randy Moss, who breaks a tackle, and he's gone. This touchdown helps improve the Vikings to 4-4 in the year, but they do have a tough road ahead being in the NFC North. Saints need this victory to keep pace with the Buccaneers in the NFC South. Wild chase there. Early on, though, Eric Dickerson proving that the Rams need this game more. With this win, they would improve to 5-2 on the year, which would really help them in the NFC playoff picture. So here, it's 10-0 early on for St. Louis, but Marcus Colston helping the New Orleans crowd get a mini comeback going here. The pass would be short of the end zone. They'd settle for a field goal. New Orleans finally gets on the board. It's 10-3. But on the ensuing Rams possession, 3 and out, giving the ball right back to the Saints, and that's dangerous for Drew Brees in this offense because they could strike here in a quick one. With under a minute to go, they get the ball inside the 5, and Deuce McAllister finishes it off with a touchdown. And the Saints running back has scored for the 8th time all year. That leads the DSFL. Kurt Warner striking here right before halftime, hoping to reclaim the lead. And with under 30 seconds to go, Kurt Warner complete in the back of the end zone, and Igeson Bruce for the touchdown. And the St. Louis Rams lead at halftime at 17-10. But starting the 3rd quarter, the Saints answer in a hurry as Robert Meacham catches it deep, and he is gone for the 79-yard score, and the New Orleans Saints answer the Rams touchdown with a touchdown of their own. And then look at St. Louis getting another touchdown. This one, Elroy Hirsch, and a total of 21 points scored here in St. Louis in the past 2 minutes of game time. Now New Orleans, can they get another drive to tie the game at 24? Their following possession gets into Rams territory. And then 2nd and goal from the 3. Breeze looking all day, and it's complete to Meacham, and his 2nd score of the night gives the Saints a tie game at 24. And now Kurt Warner with his first mistake of the night. This one intercepted by Jenkins. And can the Saints respond with a touchdown? Pass is complete to Abramowitz, and he's got it for the touchdown. But as you look at the replay, that should not have ever happened, as he does not get 2 feet in bounds, and he steps out anyways before that catch. Saints get a lucky break as the booth does not challenge the touchdown. Now the pass is complete to Elroy Hirsch to get back into the red zone, but Dickerson with the biggest mistake of the night. They have a touchdown, but he fumbles the football, and it's recovered by Elliott, and New Orleans with a lucky break there. Rams get the ball back with under a minute to go. They have one final chance. That's Torrey Holt to get back into Saints territory. And then on 4th and 10, Warner with one final chance. Ball is in the end zone, but it's incomplete, tipped away. Saints currently lead the division because of the Bucs bye, and the Rams fall to 4-3. Redskins and the Bills. Surprisingly, Washington has first place in the NFC East. Of all teams to lead in that division, but that lead would only stand for 1 week as Nick Barnett gets the lucky turnover and he's gone all the way the distance, and the Bills strike first. It's 7-0. Washington strikes with a touchdown of their own, and now the game is tied at 7 apiece. But after that, in Buffalo, this game would be all Bills. Kelly complete to Reed, and that one a 17-yard touchdown, and the Bills extend their lead to 17-7. And then Darrell Green, the speedster, not really known for holding on to the rock. That one fumbled on the play, and Jarrisburg gets the recovery. And with first and goal at the 5, Thurman Thomas to seal the deal here in Buffalo. And now the Bills lead the wild card chase at 5-2. Lions and the Broncos, and Detroit has really come of their own in recently. Now they're 2-5 on the year, hoping to improve to 3-5 after week number 8. Broncos are 3-3. Barry Sanders gets the only touchdown of the first 3 quarters of the game. The pass is intercepted on John Elway's next drive of the fourth quarter. Dick LeBeau getting the turnover, and the Lions get another field goal. It's 13-6. Now with under 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, can the Broncos tie the game at 13? Rod Smith to get into Detroit territory, and then a flag adds on 15 yards. And with 20 seconds to go, can the Broncos score on 4th and goal from the 21? Pass is short of the first down. Broncos turn it over. Now the Lions have an easy chance to win the game. They should just need the ball. Barry Sanders coughs up the rock, and it's recovered by Steve Atwater. And the Broncos take it all the way down to the 2-yard line. On 1st and goal, on the last play of the game, Elway cannot even get rid of the football. And the Broncos fall to 3-4 in ugly fashion here at home. Lions 3-5 now. The Cleveland Browns season has really turned into a disaster. The Browns had a chance to go to 2-0. They allowed the biggest comeback in DSFL history to this point, and now they are looking to go to 1-6 on the season. They've lost 6 straight here as the San Francisco 49ers put a whooping on the Browns, 28-0 late into the third quarter. They go on to win by the final 28-14. They improved to 7-0 on the season and have a chance to wrap up the first seed. Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Sea Chickens. I call them those names because, yes, these teams have been all but spectacular so far in the DSFL. But Seattle looking to improve to 3-4 on the year, but Manny Lawson has mines on 6 points, and Cincinnati gets first on the board. It's 13-7 Seattle. Warren, a little redemption there. The Seattle Seahawks go on to win by the final 28-7. Cowboys and the Eagles, and Dallas, despite their lackluster start, can redeem themselves in the NFC East and get within 1 game of the Eagles with a win here today. Staubach, though, replacing the lackluster Troy Aikman, will not do much better, but he could use some help with his teammates. That one fumble all the way returned for 6 points by Brian Dawkins to make it 14-0, and Philadelphia looking to rebound here after lackluster 0-2 last couple games. 21 to start for the Eagles, and Macklin to make it 28-0 at halftime. And the Dallas Cowboys are losing in a game that's just getting completely out of hand. Eagles would go on to win 42-0 in one of the most thorough beatings in the DSFL to date. Chargers and the Chiefs, and both teams need this game, but KC hoping to improve to above 500 in the AFC West. They take on a lackluster San Diego squad that has not won a Super Bowl championship. They're one of the few teams in the DSFL without a Lombardi trophy, but Charlie Joyner hopefully changing that, and the fans are shocked. They get in the way of the camera. And then the very next series, it's complete, and this one gone the distance, and Madden 13 really needs to fix this. This is getting weird. Otis Taylor to make it 21-13, and the Chargers have one final play. Fouts going deep, in the pass incomplete, out of bounds. Chiefs are back to above 500. They're 4-3 on the year in the AFC West, and they're having a chance to perhaps get in the AFC wildcard race. DSFL 2 standings after week number 8. Steelers at 7-1, along with the Texans at 6-2, running a hot winning streak. 6-1 Raiders and Dolphins win their divisions. In the NFC, the Packers and the Saints, both with 6 wins. The Eagles reclaim the East at a 4-3 record, and the 7-0 Niners already 3 games out in front there in the NFC West. We'll take a look at the injuries after week number 8, and we will see you for week 9 after Dream Season Sports Center next weekend.